Hello everyone, this is Primetime Wrestling UK, and today I've got a guest with me, Gavin.
Okay, Gavin.
And today we're going to talk about the new and improved TNA boot camp, which, judging on how it looks this year, it definitely looks a lot better than last year, don't you think?
Yeah. Was it last year or the year before? It's been that quick.
I can't remember, you know, it's been quite a while now.
Well, yeah, this has gave us so much of an headache just to prepare for this show.
So I'm just sorting out the height on that. Right. Yeah, basically the show begins on the 16th of August at York Hall by Bethnal Green, which unfortunately I can't make, and I know you can't either, can you?
No.
And yeah, basically we're going to go through the list of the participants, and Gavin's going to briefly talk about some of them, because if we talk about all of them, we'll probably be here all day.
There's so many.
It's a massive list. So if I say one by one and then you just stop me on the ones you want to talk about. Right, we can start with the men. The first one is Rampage Brown.
I've only seen him once, but you probably have seen him more than once.
Yeah, I've seen him about 3 times now because of the Progress Wrestling. His last match was against Samoa Joe. He's solid. Whether he'd win or not, I don't know, but he is good. The next one's Dave Mastiff.
Oh, he's a decent guy. He's very flexible for a big guy. He's, I would say, one of the top in the UK at the moment.
Yeah, I saw him at Rev Pro. He's he's fairly mobile considering the size and everything. The next one up is Noam Dar, which he won the Progress World Cup and then went on to face Jimmy Havoc at Progress. I know a few people think he might win, but I'm not so sure about that. Next one's Martin.
Yeah, I've actually seen him at basically.
Yeah, sorry. The next one is Martin Stone, who everyone knows was originally had to try it, was in NXT. Next one's Joel Redman, which as well came from NXT. Mark Andrews.
Oh, awesome guy. Awesome. Hands down. What he can do, especially with the match I've seen him against with Will Ospreay at Southside in the Speed King. I didn't want any of them, basically them two. Obviously, they didn't face off, but I didn't want either one to go through. But with Mark Andrews, awesome guy, awesome high flyer, talented guy.
He could do really well in the X division.
I think he will actually show quite a few of them what's right, what's wrong, to be honest, even though he's a young kid.
So I've seen him a few times at Progress. He's excellent, he is. The next one is one of my favourites, Shay Samuels.
Yeah. I've met him once, really humble guy to me. I met him obviously at Southside Wrestling Entertainment. Awesome geezer. I'm looking forward to seeing him again on the anniversary show, if I remember rightly. He's booked for the Rumble, which is a 30-man Rumble of British guys, plus an array of imported talent, but that's another time. But very, very good, awesome talent. His selling ability, even his gimmick is really good. It stands out.
He plays really good heel, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just reminds me of someone that belongs in like Football Factory or something.
yeah, with that scarf that he's always wearing. The next one is El Ligero.
If he wins this, it'll be a big loss of the British scene. Hands down, he's one of the most work horses in the UK. Wherever I see him, at the moment he's doing all like the holiday camps, like Butlins, etc. But awesome guy, very good. Adapt to the Lucha Libre. I've seen him at Hope, House Pain Evolution, as well as I've seen him at Southside Wrestling Entertainment. Awesome guy. And I've actually seen him on House of Pain as well, if I remember rightly, one of their academy shows right here in Nottingham.
The next one is Tiger Ali.
I've never heard.
Yeah, I've not either. Couldn't really
No
comment.
disrespect if anyone of the British Greek Gamma watching this, please inform us in the comments below.
RJ Singh.
Stand-up guy. It's a big loss at the moment with his tag team partner being injured, but he's really good singles competitor, because I've seen him obviously yesterday facing Tatanka. Blew me away. You could actually see the little kid was locked inside him. It just showed pure emotion in that match.
Can just imagine.
Awesome match.
Next one is Chucky Cyrus.
When you say Chucky, I think of Child's Play for some reason. Not wrestling, but I ain't got a clue with this guy.
Next one is Alex Cyanide. I think I said that right.
That's another one I've never heard of.
Josh Bowden.
Another one.
I think I've seen him at Rev Pro briefly. He was in the corner of Shay, I think. But I've not actually seen him wrestle. Matt Fox.
Nope. That's another one. That's what I mean. It's like they've got so many British talent on this. Who are you? No disrespect. Who are you?
Well, I guess in time we'll get to see what they're like. Joe Vega.
That's another one.
John Harding.
That's another one.
Rory Bailey.
Keep going.
Evan Sarvan.
Who?
Yeah, it's just because it's such a big list. It's knowing everyone. Kevin Lloyd.
It seems like they just rated academy shows, I swear.
Jack Gallagher.
No idea.
Hamish Campbell.
Nope.
The Fabulous Bakewells. I think I said that right.
The only Bakewells I know is Bakewell Toll. What you eat. That's not wrestling wise.
Richard Parliament.
Nope.
Sebastian Radclaw.
Who? How do you think it? No disrespect to everyone that's watching this, but who actually thinks of these names?
Oh no, they are some random names, aren't they? This one's going to even more so. The Nordic Warrior.
Nope.
I know the next one is because he's one of Robbie's favourites from Progress. Pastor Williams Ever.
To be honest, I've only heard Robbie talk about him.
Yeah, Jesus. Robbie loves him. I've seen him a couple of times. He's not bad actually. I'm not quite sure he would win, but you never know. He's got potential.
He's always an underdog. Look at
yeah.
and he won it.
Yeah. Sam Smitten Downs.
If only you could see his face, I'd be like confusing trying to pronounce that name, let alone...
Oh yeah, can you imagine introducing that?
Come on JB, I would go with that one, go on, there's you.
Yeah.
Introduce him, what's his name? Get Christianity to it.
Joseph Connors.
Who's that guy? I don't know him. Oh yeah, the Righteous. I've seen him countless times. Awesome friend as well. And a big shout out to Georgie and the Green Dragon. Let's get a plug in. Come on. That's his missus in his printing company. But end of the day, awesome. He's coming across as a really good monster heel through Southside. I've seen him as a face. I've seen him as a tag team in the Predators, Southside, Hope, etc. When they were actually meant to be heels back then, they weren't appealing to me. They came more across as a face with his tag team partner Paul Malin. Now they're currently feuding in Southside Wrestling Entertainment, which is an interesting swerve. And Joseph Connors, if he delivers his righteous gimmick, his heel gimmick more than his face, he's doing it superbly. He had an awesome no holds bar street fight, whatever it was at Southside yesterday that I attended. Awesome match. Awesome. This guy's got talent, charisma, but off camera, such a sweet, such a nice guy.
The next one is, Bulk and Khan.
Oh, come on, be serious. No disrespect.
I'm not sure where they get something that come out of some of these names, but it's
I swear
different.
to make them up as they go along. Just
Yeah.
oh, these are random job, I will use them.
Johnny Rock. That's a better name.
It's a better name, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Bill Duffy.
No idea.
Pyro. I think you've heard it.
I've heard Pyro
Mm.
WWE shows and TNA shows coming out. Pyros.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a wrestler.
Chris Travis. I know that one.
Oh. Who's Travis? Who's Travis? Yeah, of course I've heard of him. Sound guy. I've seen him countless times. I've seen that kid grow up. I think he's older than me, actually. Or is he younger than me? I don't know, I'm 32, but hey ho. But really nice guy. Nice guy, he's got skills. He knows how to sell his proper egotistical gimmick. I was going to keep it PG. Promise to keep it PG. But all I'm saying is his gimmick in the ring. If you've not seen this kid, go see him. I've seen him when he was had no muscles. He looked like a little emo kid. True story.
Next one is Priscilla, Queen of the Ring.
Are you reading the males or the females?
This is still the males.
Oh
I know.
It sounds like a remake of probably Goldust or something.
The next one's The Unnatural Disasters.
Is that unnatural? I've not heard of these.
Obviously a tag team, but yeah. Now to the female part. First one, Scarlett.
I've heard how good looking she is, but not seen her.
I've only actually seen one of these wrestle so far, but Lana Austin.
Lana Austin, lovely girl, awesome talent. I forget what it is, move is. It's basically she does I think it's a hurricanrana, then turns it into a stunner. Amazing move. If she pulls that out, that will get people marking out like crazy.
Melanie Price.
Melanie Price, I've actually seen her as a manager. I've not actually seen her as such as an in-ring competitor, but when she's managing T-Bone at House Party and Evolution, she's a lovely, lovely girl. I hope all the best for her. She's one of the underdogs in the female division, no disrespect at the moment, but her promo skills are awesome as well, the way she delivers it. Like she's stuck up her own arse. But ass as Americans are watching this.
Yeah.
But saying that, she's a really good manager. But I want to see her ring skills. That's one I'm looking forward to seeing as well.
The Owens twins.
Awesome tag team.
See, I've seen pictures of them, but that's in the magazines, but that's as far as I've seen.
What magazines are you buying?
No, not that. The FSM, mate. Not that sort of magazine.
Yeah, well, with them two, I've seen years ago, going back 2 years, or it might have been recently actually. I've been that many shows I've lost track. It was for Pro Wrestling Eve back in the day when they were around. Awesome tag team.
Heather Schofield.
I ain't got a clue.
Miss Louise Jane.
Louise Jane. Nope.
I know you've heard of the next one. Kaylee Ray.
Rob is turning into a mark for her. He wants her at Progress.
I heard about her match the other night.
Yeah. All I'm saying is you haven't seen the war wounds that basically Kirby's got. Basically, she's the Speed King title. Yes, it's a twist in the UK scene that women are facing male wrestlers, sorry. But all I have to say is she blew the roof off right here in Nottingham. I missed it due to work, which I was gutted, but I've seen the after effects, and all I'm saying is, mine Kirby, you are so black and blue.
Sounds like she's a tough girl.
Yeah, He's got a nice scar on his head, and basically on one of his shoulder blades, it looks like he's had basically octopus sucking off his thingy shoulder blade. He's got a nice bruise there where she's probably popped him one.
And she won the title as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
She actually won. What was the title called?
Speaking Championship.
Right.
For Southside. She's coming on for my first clap ties on Insane Championship Wrestling. Yes, I know it's based in Scotland, but on their YouTube channel. That's where I was like, she's going places.
It's good that they had to win the match as well, because they could have just gone with a typical the man will win sort of thing, but they reversed it and had the female win, which was good to see. Or good to hear.
It was technically a rematch because he screwed her out of the title the last time. He won it. Keep in mind how British fans are. All I'm saying is they were chanting "This is bullshit" at the end of they brought the place down with that chant. She's so over, it's unreal. And when people say, "Oh, women's wrestling is a piss break," wait till you see Kaylee Ray, what she can do. She's, I would say, woman enough and man enough to dive off a balcony at Insane Championship Wrestling. The high is my house, and I live in a 3-story house.
Yeah, I've not seen any British wrestling matches so far that I'd say are a piss break. That's for sure. It's quite disrespectful to say it as well, I think.
Yeah.
But the last one is my favourite, Nikki Storm.
Big time. I'm not going to start a midget chant because she hates me for that. But I just rib her for listening to Coldplay all the time.
Oh, God.
Just a message of that one. She says, "I don't listen to Coldplay."
She's very feisty, that's for sure. I've seen her at the Endeavour before the Progress World Cup.
Yeah.
She's got a very good personality there.
Yeah. But I think the worst thing about Nikki is if you are too tall, having a photo with her, you'll have half of her head. And I'm 6'2", and I think she's 5 foot.
Blimey, she's that small.
Yeah.
But yeah, her and Kaylee Ray certainly have got potential to go up to TNA, hopefully.
Yeah, as they say, they got that Scottish fiery in them.
Yeah. Right, that's the list that I've seen so far. They'll probably add more to come. But is there anyone not on the list that you would like them to add?
Oh, Nixon.
I know that is as well. Yeah.
If anyone has not heard of Nixon by now, she's taking UK by storm. I'm not saying it because she's a friend of mine, but all I'm saying is this girl can actually do the Canadian Destroyer better than P.D. Williams himself. No disrespect to the legend himself, but this girl is a force to reckon with, and now she's taking on males in Kamikaze Pro, and apparently she's just recently turned heel at Hope.
Okay.
Southside have started booking her. She's an interesting girl to watch. And she's you can see her influences to her idol, Mickey James.
So I started talking to her on Twitter just, about 2.5 years ago. Basically when she just started in the wrestling, she's very motivated. You can see that in the way she talks and everything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like same thing with me. It was like she was tweeting me, "I'm an inspired." I thought it was one of them random spam messages.
Yeah.
I'm an inspired wrestler. Follow me, please, or something like that. I was like, okay, I'll follow you. And then next thing you know, we got talking. Next thing you know, I helped spread the word.
Is there anyone else, male or female?
Well, you know one name I'm going to mention, Will Ospreay.
Yeah, definitely. Why he's not on that list, I don't know.
It just annoys me because you can see his comparison if I mention the names. Prince Devitt and AJ Styles in one.
I know some people compare to Daniel Bryan because of the underdog sort of situation.
Oh,
yeah. One I would like to see who isn't on the list is Jimmy Havoc.
But saying that, it's like I was mentioning to Robbie about this, was would they adapt to the hardcore style? But as of late, they are doing. But would that be transition period in the future that TNA could venture for? Because it's sort of teasing it, obviously, towards hardcore justice and recently bringing back the Dudley Boys and etc. But do you think they could adapt to his hardcore style?
That's the thing. I was talking to Robbie about that as well. He'd probably have to tone down and one for his language for a start.
Yeah, he's PG. What are you on about?
Not a progress. He's not. Not a progress. He's not. The CUNT words. He certainly couldn't say that on TV.
Saying that, look at Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just don't get many on TV now that are allowed to be that talk like that, say those sort of words. I mean, I love the way Jimmy Havoc is. I'm just not sure TNA would allow that sort of the way he is on TV.
Yeah, it's like when I was talking to Nigel, like when I met him countless times, obviously I talk over Facebook. He says funny story is when they did Fan Interaction and he was on it a couple of years ago or whenever it was when he was with the company. And the woman went up to him. He says, "You're an arsehole," and all this. Like, he says, "Why am I an arsehole? I'm the one who have to bleep it out on Bravo every time when you were swearing."
That's funny. Another one, last one I was thinking of is Rhea O'Reilly.
Oh yeah, the Irish woman.
Yeah.
I seen her a few years ago for Pro Wrestling Eve. I wish Dan Reed still ran that, but it's hard market nowadays if you do pure women wrestling companies. What else was I thinking? I'm surprised Paul Malin ain't on there and Kirby. Surprised.
Yeah.
How did we miss Kirby? How did we miss Kirby off? It's beyond me.
Yeah.
Saying that, it would be black and blue for camera.
Shows there's so many, and I'm not sure how many they're actually taking to TNA. If it's just one winner or.
Well, I've heard speculations from obviously a good friend of mine who knows quite a few people in the industry. My good old mate Mark Izzard says they might be actually putting in the final the thing about upping it to 20. That's what I mean, because they've compiled so many lists and they're already impressed what they've already seen. Like JB who appeared at Southside randomly. No, he weren't. He was talent spotting. But that's what I mean. It's like the problem is with the British scene. It's like if you said a couple of years ago, you could have said Brian Kirby, Trish Stratus, etc., outstanding winner, and all this lot. Now you look at the list, apart from obviously the ones we don't know. And then when you think who could actually be in there, you think, yeah, I've named a few, but there's so many deserving their spot. I wish they all could go for it, quite honestly, because I'm looking forward to this show. I'm pumped for it. I hope they do British wrestling justice. And at least one thing, it's relevant. No disrespect to British wrestling roundup, what they used to do, but at least one thing, when people chastise TNA for doing what they do, like on Product Weekly, oh, TNA shit and all this, like, it's wrestling. We enjoy wrestling for what it is. We're not just following one brand at all. It's just that with TNA at the moment, they're saying thank you to the fans and thank you to the wrestlers here in the UK for all their support. Now we're going to take some of your names to our brand. Just like I already said about El Ligero, yeah, he may be a Mexican gimmick, but everyone knows he's English behind the mask, no disrespect, but you know what I mean, he's like a big loss. Saying that, I would love Styx as well on the list, but obviously because of personal reasons, which I won't go to on camera, he's not doing it. He basically turned them down.
Okay. But yeah, there's I mean, I know it's a bit hard to do, but who would you say is the favourite to? I know it's a bit hard.
But this one. I told you this one's ahead. Now, if to do this right, take one female, one male.
Okay, yeah.
I can't choose a male. That's the worst thing. But Kaylee Ray Ray's my favourite female.
Okay, I'll pick the male, even though I've only got 3 months' experience. I'm gonna go 3 months.
It's not a job interview.
No, I mean watching wrestling. Obviously, compared to you, watching British wrestling I've watched very little compared to you.
Oh, I haven't been to that many shows. My mate Mark Izzard, in the space of like 5 years, he's been to 500 shows.
Oh, mate. But yeah, I would say between Shay Samuels and Rampage Brown.
It seems like Rampage Brown is the favourite. The way
Yeah.
Samoa Joe just out of the blue invited him.
Yeah.
But I would love to see someone just not play favourites with like wrestle talk and so on.
Yeah, personally, I'd like to see someone like Andrews win just because of the underdog and because of how good he is. But I mean, like you said, Spud did it, so
anything is possible with TNA.
Absolutely.
It's very unpredictable. It's like, I'm not disrespecting Spud being an underdog, but I know he's got talent there on the mic and everything. Look what he's done recently. So he's over with quite a few friends of mine anyway in America. They love him. They find him as funny.
Oh, I've met him once, and he is a good laugh, that's for sure. He's got the gift of the gab, that's for sure.
Tell me about it. Another one I've failed to mention, that a lot of people on that page, forum, whatever you want to class on Facebook for all the updates, Grado.
Grado.
Grado is so over at the moment. It says they're looking for someone who's charismatic. If they want a comic gimmick, he's the one to go
Oh
over.
yeah, definitely.
Cole Cabana's put him over big time. How do you think he's got bookings in the States out of the blue?
I saw him at the Progress World Cup, and he was having everyone laughing. He is a good laugh to watch, that's for sure. It's very comical.
The Bum Bag Championship. Or Fanny Pack, as Americans call it.
Yeah, that's basically it for this show. We'll do some more in the future once they start airing on TV, because then we can talk more in depth about the rest
It's
once it.
overtime, RJ was saying yesterday.
Sorry, what was that?
I think they're actually going to air it in October time.
Oh, okay.
He's thinking that he's not 100% sure how they're going to film it, edit it, and all that lot, but they do like what they did last time with a little bit of back history as well.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. There's so many good talents there. And yeah, as I said, we'll do some more shows once it airs on TV, and then we can talk more in depth about certain wrestlers. Thanks for being on the show, mate.
No worries.
And we'll see you all soon. Bye.